Welcome back to Richo Hobby and Art. This is a puzzle from my collection called Dad's Puzzler. If you solve it, it can be done. Dad's Puzzler is another name for something known as moving puzzle, box of nine, pennant puzzle, and some other names. But Dad's Puzzler is sort of the name it's been known as for most of the 20th century. This one says copyright 1953. But looking through the history, there was a copyright in 1926, and then there was another one applied for in 1907 for a very similar moving puzzle. And the concept may be older than that. This particular one I got from a friend of mine. He had found it amongst his father's things and sent it to me because he knew I was a puzzle collector. So let's zoom in and get a better look at it. So this, again, is from the 1950s by C.O. Luce, as it says here, has a very brief description, instructions on how to use it, a diagram, and that's all there is to it. So let's open it up. So this is how the puzzle starts. And this is a very basic version. Some of the older ones from much old, the 1920s and 30s have wood instead of plastic. This is a very 1950s plastic. If you have seen things from the 50s, it's a very, I don't know what kind of plastic this is. It's a very thin, but yet, harder and denser than modern thin plastics would be. Only comes in three colors, white, blue, and red. The picture on the front suggests that some of the pieces are different colors, like there's a red color and a white color, but in this particular one, what you see is blue, red, and white. And so the object of this game is to get this white circle to move to this lower left corner, and they show it as A, B, C, and D, different corners, and so this one needs to move down to this spot. And nothing, of course, can jump over it. It has to be all done by sliding. I'll show you basically how it kind of works. It took me over an hour to do this the first time, and I've only done it once. But it's a sliding game. And so you're moving pieces around, and it may be a lot more intricate than I'm showing. Because, you move this, and now you can't move that. So you just have to figure out how you're going to do it. Speaking of sliding puzzles, this works a lot like Traffic, Rush Hour. Here's a version of Rush Hour from Think Fun, and this is the setup, the beginning of one of the beginner levels. What you're trying to do is get the red car out through the exit. And some of the more detailed versions of this will show like a bunch of different cars, a school bus, a fire truck, all kinds of things. Usually see that with the kiddie versions or the juvenile versions, although some of the adult versions have that too. It's the same basic concept. This one just uses long vehicles, short vehicles, and the one red car. And so you basically just have to move them around to find a spot. And there's only one in this case. Well, this will move, this will move, this will move. And you get the idea. You move them around trying to get to a spot where you can get your car out. And so you're kind of already well on your way. You move some more things around. So with this puzzle, it's the same thing. You're moving things around, trying, you can't get these guys going unless you get these guys going. But do you get maybe one going, and then you do something like this? Well, you can't go that far. So you get the idea. It's a fun sliding puzzle. It's a solitaire puzzle. Just a very basic in a square cardboard box with a cardboard top and very basic instructions. This particular one probably cost 49 cents. It says 49 cents up there. Now, that could have been the original price, or it could have been a later price from, say, a yard sale or something like that. It does have three letters up here, AEF. That could have been someone's initials at some point. It is not the initials of the person, the father, that the person who gave it to me from. It's not his initials. So He may have gotten it secondhand at a yard sale or something. You never know with things like that. But anyway, that's Dad's Puzzler. Go check it out. I'm sure they still sell something like it out there. You don't have to get an antique version. It may have a different name now, but it certainly is well worth trying out. Thanks for watching.